A new breed for hunger, and I stand firm to the demands of my hands. I am the voice of every unsigned man.
Welcome to the very first installment of SHU Shine. I'm your host, Spud, and I'm proud to give you late night television any hour of the day. For our first episode, we have Kaylee. She's a singer, songwriter, actress, and dancer. I'm going to have a one-on-one with her, and we're going to share a few things, and she's going to tell us what she's doing and what she's up to with her talents. She doesn't know it yet, but as our musical guest, she will be performing. I'm going to put her on the spot to see what she has. Midway through the episode, we're going to have an insider's look at SHU Shine and SHU Studios and everything that we want to offer or what we're trying to aim towards. Stay tuned. SHU Shine. So today we got Kaylee in the studio with us today. Thank you for coming. For those who don't know, she's extremely talented. I mean, from songwriting to singing, dance, and television also.
Yes.
We're going to touch up into a few topics on that, let the world know who you are. It's been a pleasure to know you for the time I have and work with you on many occasions. So it's most definitely thank you for coming down to the SHU Shine today and giving us what you got. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing now, and then we'll kind of recap a little bit.
Well, as of now, lately I've been kind of just focusing on my voice and working with the skill, writing more, not many songs, but more kind of personal things, so I could then eventually piece them together into some music, possibly later on. And aside from that, really, you know, I've been doing my background work here and there. Hasn't been really fast too much, because I haven't really been feeling all too much about being on the background TV scene. I feel like I should be refocusing my energy to, you know, my main things, which is more of my voice and writing and kind of getting the real me out, because I feel like I've been holding back or something possibly for too long, or maybe I was building music, me myself, as when it comes to expression, like I realized that, you know, my music is my sense of expression, and I haven't been expressing myself too much lately. So I feel like I gotta get back on that, you know, and it's also been an outlet. It's been a great help. Like, it's been giving me, how could I explain, a release of a source. So
I mean, combined with your many talents, like, what influenced you towards music?
Well, I mean, growing up, you know, besides my mom playing her oldies loud and about all the weekends that you can possibly think of, you know, my sister always had her little music playing, CD players and tape recording sets back in that time, you know, and Mariah Carey and like Whitney Houston and stuff, they're the ones who really got me. But I mean, if it really had to go back to where it originated from, I guess you could say I was singing at the age of 2 to 3 years old, and my kindergarten teacher heard me, thought I was the cutest little thing ever, and was like, "You're gonna sing for the graduation," and threw me up there on the stage singing Mariah Carey. No, first it was Annie, The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow.
Classic.
And then the next year after that, had me singing One Sweet Day, Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men. So those are like the first 2 songs I ever sang, really. And that was like at the age of 3, 4.
That's young.
So yeah, that was.
So you speak about doing the background thing being a conflict in some sort. What kind of got you into the background scene?
I mean, that stemmed off of modeling. You know, it was kind of like me becoming comfortable with an image, because I wasn't too about my image. I wasn't really crazy about, you know, portraying anything on the outside, as opposed to wanting people to just kind of know me or hear me from my voice and what I had to say and how I felt. But, I mean, God gave me many gifts, and I guess one of them was my looks, because just one day walking in the mall, someone asked me if I was interested in modeling of the sorts, and I was like, you know what, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. I mean, hey. So I decided to try it out, and with that ended up falling into getting extra work on backgrounds from TV shows like Law and Order, SVU, to Person of Interest, then Smash, which I had a lot of fun on because, you know, there was like a lot of musical things going on in that show.
I had you in your realm.
And, yeah, and then I also, you know, get the liberty of kind of seeing, sometimes meeting, if they're kind enough, famous, you know, actresses. I mean, even Catherine McPhee, who's on Smash, I didn't get to meet her directly, but I got to be pretty much this close to watching her do her thing, and I seen her win on American Idol, or not win, but I think she was either second place or something along those lines. So to watch her come from there, and then to be like right in the background of what a show that she's doing, knowing that several years have passed and she's done come out with an album or two, and so on and so forth. I mean, she's not one of my favorite artists or nothing, but I did listen to a few of her songs and thought they were pretty cool. And I mean, it just made it all the more real. It made me like feel like, hey, she came from a regular place just like me. Went on a show. I mean, I don't know if that's going to go that way for me. I don't know if the competition aspect as far as television shows go. But I mean, eventually competition comes into play. But I'm not really trying to compete. I'm really just trying to show the world what I've been given to give them, in a sense. Okay. But, I mean, it's fun in that aspect. But as far as sitting for like 10, 11, 12 hours to just be in the background, which you're probably only going to see like 2 seconds of on an actual television show, which they break down into 30 minutes or possibly an hour and a half. I mean, you know how many songs I could have wrote in that time? I'm serious. Yes. Like, I just feel like maybe I possibly need to invest my time in something more on my level, my pace. Because, I mean, it's not like I'm wasting too much time. It has its benefits, but, you know, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of time. I could imagine, like you said, those long hours. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm always hyper and excited through those hours. I try to keep my energy up as best possible because I have fun when I'm on set. Like, I meet lots of people. I'm always networking. They do, you know, lots of people have different jobs. They don't just do the acting. Some of them are into music. Some of them are into dancing. Some of them are into something more, you know, major than that. Even, telemarketing, construction. There's all so different types of people act, you know? But it's always good, you know. I use that to pass my time as far as comes to waiting those 10 hours. I could talk away. So, yeah. Nice. But it's fun. It's cool. Fun.
So being that music is like your soul, correct me if I'm wrong, like the soul, the pulse in you, what are some of the things that gear you musically? Like, what do you pitch your music to, or what do you go to when you're writing your songs or expressing them as an artist? What are some of the things that you know, target?
Well, I mean, nowadays, I guess you could say my love that I've been feeling so grand has been influencing my music a little bit more. And, you know, love is timeless. Everybody falls in love, falls out of love. Love is love. And love can also come from more than just relationships. You got your family love, you know, the love for the children, the love for this world, the things that God have created in it, you know, nature. Like, I could get deeper than that, but love overall is the core. And when it comes to love, really, I feel like I could write anything about that. Like, I feel like I can pertain it to anything, but it'll always be something that I could write about. It'll always be something I feel. When I'm feeling down and out, when I'm feeling upset, thinking about love just changes all of that for me. Thinking about what love can actually provide and bring, build, and, you know, create for me. It makes all of that other stuff kind of just melt away. No sadness when there's love. No anger and hate when there's love.
It's like the universal Band-Aid.
Yes, it's just like, yeah, the universal Band-Aid. That exactly. And I feel like, I don't know, and with love, I feel like that comes down to, like, anybody can understand that.
Yeah. I remember the first time that I met you and I went to the pizzeria.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But one of the things that struck me and strikes me every time that we amongst each other is your definition in everything you say and do. It's it has a great definition towards how you're feeling.
Okay.
It's not like you speak and you're like, yeah. You know, you speak with like a flame in you.
I feel it.
Yeah, you know, you speak. So, I mean, musically, like even your music, I think it capitalizes that feel. It's just like your freedom, and that's how it feels when I'm as a listener. Like in your music, you're just so free, you know.
I try.
No, you actually do, which is pretty good. So I know you getting back into your writing. Are you trying to pursue it as an artist?
I definitely am trying to pursue it as an artist. You know, seeing us growing up, like especially during the time where I was doing talent shows here and there, I always was the type that never really wanted to stand up there singing somebody else's song. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love some artists like Mariah Carey. I would love to sing a song. I mean, I can't probably do it justice like her. She got, you know, God gave her a different gift. The same one, just sounds different. You know, Whitney, they inspire me to want to be like better. You know, like I want to hit those notes like Mariah, maybe even higher for the rest of my life, if not. Like Whitney, like the way she feels her music, like I want to be able to go in there with my soul and like grab everybody at the same time so they can come in there with me and feel it. Like I'm really trying to get me in my music, but in a sense where I'm trying to connect with the world at the same time.
Nice.
Like I'm trying to express myself where I can also have a mass majority look at me and go, hey, you know, I feel that too, or I've been through that too, or I understand now, or you know what, it's not that bad and it is gonna be alright, and thank you for letting me know that, or thank you for telling me that, because not everybody gets to hear that on a day-to-day basis.
That's so true. That's so true. So, saying for label execs or people interested in working with you, they always want to categorize things. If you had to put a set genre or style to the music you did, what would you actually say it is?
I guess I would have to go with R&B. So I mean, trying to find my what they call it, niche or genre for the longest now. But when it comes down to it, I get deep, I get slow. I like to, you know, bring out the melody, have it, like, it just, the way it feels inside of me when I'm actually bringing it out. It's this wonderful feeling, and I kind of want to.
I was speaking to a guy, and he asked that question, your genre. And out of nowhere, you know, they use alternative rock when it's not really rock, but it's an.
But it's like,
I said she's alternative anything.
Anything.
Like, she will give you anything. It's just real music.
That I always feel like I could touch base with that. Like I like to change.
So if someone wanted to reach out to you, whether it's networking or, you know, possibly getting you on a song or just seeing what you have or interested in working with, how could anyone get to you?
I mean, I have my Facebook page. That's kind of under construction, though. That's my full name, though.
Okay.
Though it's private, so that's, like I said, it's under construction. I'm still working on that. But if you really want to contact me, I'm on Instagram. Usually my Instagram's connected to my Facebook.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
Instagram is my thing. It's KLELUV at, you know, me.
Okay.
There you go.
There
So
you go.
KLE Love. Me, I'm on Instagram usually pretty frequently. Besides posting about my life and what I do on a day-to-day basis, I have my here and there clips of singing. Always have my spontaneous moments. You could catch me cooking up there too, but I mean,
you make a mean smoothie or something. I see those. I'll be like, damn, I want one.
I try to keep up on the healthy side, you know.
Yes.
Got to keep everything right if I want to keep going. So
that was my one-on-one with KLE. Next up, we're gonna give you an insider look at SHU Shine and SHU Studios. Stay tuned. Shoeshine. Shoeshine's idea came about from many of my sessions in SHU Studios. There's so much talented people that come in, informative, and people that have these different insights, and the conversations that took place during our studio sessions was phenomenal, very informative. So I was wondering, like, how can I take the idea of the recording sessions and give it to an audience? And that's when the concept of Shoeshine came about. Being an artist as well as an engineer in this music business, you're up late hours. So, you know, I find myself watching and enjoying the Jimmy Fallons and the Carson Daly late night shows. And this idea that I had with the studio, I needed an outline. So I basically took the outlines from the shows that I like and I incorporated them with my approach. The only difference with my approach, you could tell from this episode,
the audio is off, there's a little feedback, some spots is louder than the other, there's shadowing off, the lighting is incorrect, and you know, everyone's telling me, you make it bigger than it actually is, you know, be on top of it. And I felt like if something is big, it would take its time to unfold in that height. I wanted it to be more focused on the realness, that actual moment. You know, in my interviews, there are no questions pre-written. Everything is fed from each other at that very moment. Depending on what I say and their response determines how, you know, I question them for the next round. And I wanted to create this real atmosphere, to have a networking platform where someone viewing can feel and sense the sincerity in the interview. And if they're in that field or not in that field, if they felt the need to correspond or reach out, they can. You know, it's kind of like meeting someone for the first time. You get a sense of, this person's pretending, or this person is not being real, and kind of sheds you away. So I wanted it to be as genuine as possible, so that way the viewer or the educator or the producer, engineer, whoever it is that was watching the show at that particular time, can feel it out and, you know, reach out or see if this is something that they would enjoy. So that was basically the outline for Shoeshine, and what I wanted to do was create the late night television any hour of the day, you know, and as well as just giving that platform for anybody who was interested to reach out. The hardest thing about pursuing something or doing business is the fact that everybody wants the end result. You know, they want the car, the house, they want their album released and shipped around the world, but no one wants to build the path to get there. Nobody wants to walk the road, the long road, to actually pursue it. So, you know, when I had this idea, I was just saying, you know, I'm gonna go for it. I don't have the cameras, I don't have the manpower, I don't have the proper mics. So what? You know, I wanted to set forth on this idea and let it morph, let it roll, snowball into this great creation that I have in my head. And this is why we called it SHU Shine. Being SHU Studios is the core of SHU Shine. It's the studio's way of highlighting someone, you know, putting that spotlight on them so people can notice them, people can see that they're doing something, or, you know, they have a gift, they have a talent that they can share. And hopefully people who have similar talents or people that have something that they would love to do can see this and reach out to that person for information on how to do it, or be motivated to want to do it themselves. You know, Shoeshine's whole motive is be true, be gifted, and be free. And to me, that's the best way to be, to get anything done. Shoeshine.
That was our insider look at Shoeshine and SHU Studios. Next up, we putting Kaylee on the spot. Let's see what she comes up with. Shoeshine.
About to sing right now? Is that what you asking me?
Yes.
You're asking me to show the world my voice?
Show the world what you got.
Okay, so, well, see, I wasn't even really thinking about any songs too off the top of my head. What could possibly come up into my head to be singing right now? Wow. I've been listening to a lot of songs lately, especially love songs.
Okay.
I even made that song I wrote here, a dedication, because it got that deep. Like, nice. But let's see. I guess I'd have to go with When You're in Love, because that song I was kind of like really getting to, and I feel like I'm getting better at that song. Because, you know, I practice here and there singing certain songs just to find my voice in them. Because sometimes when I hear certain music, I automatically kind of feel like copying. But then when I kind of listen to them more, it lets me feel more comfortable because I know the words. Then I could then harmonize or kind of throw my voice in there and still not sound like I'm messing up the song. Kind of like it just goes, like if I'm in their background or something. But When You're in Love by Karina Payson. When you're in love, The stars shine much brighter, the skies up above are bluer than blue when you're in love. Your eyes open wider, the world is brand new. That's how it feels when you're in love. In love.
There you go. You know you gotta get that Christmas song going, right?
Yes, I do.
You gotta get that Christmas song
Get
going.
me excited.
No, but that was like, again, it's always soulful. It brings back what I think of when I hear soul music. I think today, like, soul music, you hear it, it's just a title. A lot of times, it's not really soul music.
Yeah, music nowadays is kind of falling off just a little bit. I don't feel it the same. You don't see me turn on the radio rushing to hear a song anymore, as opposed to back in the days, you just pop in that little CD or perhaps even a record, and you're just on that record, like feeling, even singing. If you can't even sing, just they make you sing.
Yes. I mean, I wish I could, especially after hearing that.
Oh man, sing with me.
Yeah, I'll hide behind your vocals. I lip sync. A few artists been getting away with that. I'm sorry, fellas. You know, but again, it's a pleasure. I would love to have you back to recap. There's so much more we could talk about, but I think the world, we got to spoon feed them. So thank you for coming back.
Definitely.
Coming here.
It's been an honor, always, and every time I come
back.
It's
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
This is KLE, and it's just been Shoeshine.
Well, this is the closure of our first installment of Shoeshine. That was our musical guest, KLE. I'd like to thank her for coming down, giving us the one-on-one, and also being a good sport with being on the spot. I hope she can come back down and give us an update of some of the things that she's doing and tell us some more about her lifestyle and the music and acting she's doing. For anybody who have any questions, inquiries, or just want to give us some information that we can share, you can reach us at shustudiomusic@gmail.com. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm your host, Spud, and this is Shoeshine. Please be gifted, be true, be free.
It's all about the Shoeshine.